Fortnite Season 10 is almost over, and we're already free from the mechs that have been plaguing the game. Now, all that's left is an event that looks to bring all of the Fortnite plotlines to a close. If the theories and leaks are correct, Season 10 will end Phase 1 of the Fortnite plot. So here's everything we know so far, including a fair bit of speculation.
It's you and
Weeks ago, hosting the event title. This was found in the files by Fortnite, Bobaleaks, and Delta 3A. As you can see on screen, the title of the event is actually the end. Now, you can obviously get some ideas of what is going to happen here from the event name, but the event to end Fortnite Season X will be called The End. Reports also have it that the description of the event will be join the fight to restore our town before it's too late, which obviously opens up a couple more theories. When you combine this with the list of leaked POIs found in the game files, most people are assuming we're going to get a new map for Season 11, and that's, like, right now that is the talk of all the leaks and stuff. What is the new Season 11 map going to contain? Who knows, but here's a tweet from Shiner BR on his thoughts. Just a random thought, but what if Kevin is a countdown to the end event? He's been roaming the edge of the map since he was brought back through the Rift Beacon, and he's reaching his starting point very soon, and he's got a little picture at the end, but the short answer is we really don't know. Fortnite data miners have been eagerly awaiting the countdown they found in the game files, but we still haven't seen anything. In the past, countdowns have appeared on the televisions across the Fortnite map. Some seasons, for example the Ice event, that did show it. I think the Rocket event showed it. Obviously we had the massive hologram in the actual Rocket base itself, but most fans assume that the event will take place this weekend, which means that we should have seen a timer pop up last Saturday or Sunday, but we haven't. But there is a update tomorrow as I'm recording this, so chances are all will be revealed then. We'll probably get our counter to see what the hell or when the hell this event's going to happen. But anyway, Season 10 is scheduled to end next Sunday at 2 PM, which could be the timing for the event as well. But if Epic doesn't delay the end of the season, this will be the first time a new Fortnite season doesn't start on a Thursday, which doesn't mean much, but it's just interesting. Perhaps update days could change. Who knows? But we should probably know more about this later in the week. What's going to happen during this event? First, we do know that the rocket is going to launch. Obviously, over the last couple of weeks and updates, we've been seeing this rocket being built back up at Dusty. Obviously, you guys, like I was just discussing before, we do know that the rocket was built. I think it was Season 4 in the villain base. Obviously, right now that is mouldy and rotted over, and now it's being built in Dusty. And as you guys, like I've just said, you've been seeing it build up over the last couple of weeks, and we believe it's thanks to the visitor, and while the meteor is still just suspended in the air. But anyway, we also know that upcoming challenges will involve collecting voice recordings from the visitor, which further kind of it concludes that point of the fact that the visitor is probably the one doing all this. Anyway, data miner at AsRealDev on Twitter was able to decrypt these messages and got the following quotes. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point, which if you guys don't know is pretty much where the main fight between the mech and the water monster went down, basically the center of Loot Lake where the vault is. Anyway, the 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end. So that is obviously the title. It just says a lot really, so I guess that'll kind of be the final thing. Obviously when we had the butterfly event, we got sucked into Kevin, or into the little hole down beneath, and this massive flash happened. We were stuck in the, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's like the rift zone or something like that. We were stuck in somewhere, and we got let out, and there was a new POI there. But anyway, it'll be the end. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collision would resolve rather than the push. Now I witness it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. Yes, you arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. Now, whatever junction is talking about, it's capitalized. Now, this might not mean anything, but I'm thinking personally it could be a reference to Junk Junction. Obviously, with this new map theory, Junk Junction is not going to make a single difference here, but maybe something could go down Junk Junction during this event. Anyway, next quote. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself, thus this hasty and primitive recording. And why now I found myself looped. What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky, so obviously what the 7 of us, which means there's 7 people behind this, possibly, we don't know. Obviously, this is just quotes that we can never assume, well, we don't know for sure that something's going to happen from these. We can just kind of make up theories as we go along. But anyway, what the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. So whether this is a bridge, literally a bridge between some place, or it's a bridge virtually between a different dimension, maybe like we were just saying before, that zone that we were sucked into in the Kevin event, maybe it's a bridge between there, who knows, it could be referencing anything like I just said. When I hear this again, will it help me remember, or once looped, will I just be as mute as the others? No matter what, it seems the lengthy precautions work. So that is all the quotes we have, and there's a lot to comprehend in that little line of quotes, but it would seem like we're stuck in a time loop. Perhaps that explains the never-ending Battle Royale game, to be honest. It does seem like it's dying off, I'm not gonna lie. Perhaps Season 11 can bring it back, but anyway. The visitor and scientist appear to, what many fans assumed, alternate versions of one another. So obviously the scientist being the thicker version. Let me find it real quick. Where is it? Come on. But it's basically, so we have the visitor there and the scientist, which is basically a bulkier version of that. So the fans are assuming they're counterparts. But they are working with 5 other versions to break the loop once and for all, so who knows what these 5 other versions are. Obviously the faces look similar to the brutes, so who knows, maybe the brutes are involved in all this. Now, these recordings prompt more questions than they answer. The loop explains why everything from past seasons is reappearing, but it doesn't explain the full intentions of the visitor and or scientist. So basically, we're seeing all these new things. Obviously, fan favourite things that came back, POIs for example. We've seen Moisty come back in a little mix with Paradise Palms. It's basically been a whole madness in terms of the map. But we have another tweet from Shiner BR here. He said, eventually, during the event, the players will be sucked into the 0 point and will be unable to move, similar to the butterfly event. After being sucked into the 0 point, a currently encrypted map will be loaded and used for the cinematic. Contains spoilers, HT, whatever that means, at Asriel Dev. So I don't know what that video is referencing to. I'll have to take a closer look at the tweet and see wherever it is. I don't know. I think it might just be a contained spoilers tag, to be completely honest. I don't know how Twitter works, but anyway. We also have this piece of information from Shiner BR and others that are stating this, and they are stating that, of course, we'll be sucked into the 0 point, like it says there, and after that it's onto a new map for the cinematic. We know at least a piece of the event will take place between Dusty Divot and Loot Lake as well, but we probably won't stay there the entire time. All things considered, Epic is definitely setting up things to outdo themselves yet again. This might be the most interesting season-ending event to date, when you consider the far-reaching implications of the plot. But the plot of Fortnite has always been difficult to figure out throughout seasons. We've mainly relied on leakers or people on YouTube that have explained the storyline, but we may finally be getting some answers when all of this goes down. So that is everything we know right there. But it's pretty interesting. If you guys want to go back through the video, perhaps write down some theories, let me know in the description. I said then, in the description there actually will be a link to my Discord, so if you do want to connect with me, and you're more likely to get over there in Discord, you're likely to get my attention than you are in the comments. But if you want to put your theories in the comments, that's absolutely fine. I will try and get around to reading all of them. But anyway, that is everything so far that we know for the Season 10 end event. Like, the main theory right now is that it's going to be happening on this Saturday as I'm recording, but the season ends in 4 days, so it's likely to be this Saturday. But who knows, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you do let me know in the comments along with your theories. Thank you guys for watching, make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed it, and until then, I'll see you all next time. Peace out.